What did you call me up about yesterday?
It was for a loss of license. No, it was actually that they impounded my car.
Right.
It was for demerit points. Yeah, so it was the second time apparently I've been got a license and they.
Oh yeah. Okay, guys. This was a good guy.
And you gave me some good advice. I've been looking at the.
Okay, what did I give you? Tell the people what I told you instead of me telling what I told you to do.
Yeah, sure. So I think you mentioned probably the best way to go down is to look down under, to go down the path of how do the native Aboriginals use the law to get their cars back. Right? Okay,
because you were trying to say, how do I get out of this matrix? I think you were going down that crazy matrix.
Correct.
Red pill path, right? And you were like, I'm tired of this matrix. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of I said, dude, chill. The answer's so effing easy. It's not. How do I get out of this matrix? How do I get out of this legal prison? How do I get out? And I just told you, well, let's look at it this way. Let's say one of the Aborigines get a Subaru Jeep or whatever the hell you guys drive on the wrong side of the road with the wrong steering wheels. The guy never drives a car in his life, gets behind one, and next thing you know, he winds up in Sydney or Melbourne. And they go, where's your license? Where's your registration? Where's your date of birth? And he goes, what's your name? He's got click, clack, click, clack. And it's like, no, I want to know your name. Click, 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 clack, clack. Whatever the hell crazy language they got. The cop's going to run him in, obviously. The cop's going to impound his vehicle, obviously. And obviously, the guy's going to get an interpreter that's going to go click, clack, and the guy's going to be like click, 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 clack, clack, whatever the hell he's going to do. Made all these kind of bird noises. And next thing you know, he gets his car and goes back home. How did he do that? And I said to him, that's where your answer lies. If you don't want to be a legal person, what do the Aboriginals do when they come out of their society and away from their culture, away from their way of belief of driving on the correct side of the road like we do in America, and not that crazy way you guys drive in Australia, and he decides to drive on the left like you're still, right-hand side like you belong, how does he break away from the legal system? How does he get his car back? And how does he get let alone from the legal society from now on? I said, the answer is there. Go research it. So now what have you found?
But they had some kind of, that's right, they put artwork on their vehicle. That's what it was. They would put artwork on their vehicle, and that would make it some form of a religious, it'd have some form of connection, and that somehow would allow them to keep the car. So I'm not sure if that is the right answer. It's only been a few hours, but I'm working on it.
Was that in a code that you found that? An act?
Yeah, it was in an act. And I'm trying to recall exactly which one it was. And it seemed to be that they would, they would use this quite frequently. They would paint some kind of tribal image on the vehicle, and that would automatically make it
his property.
Yeah, that's right. And his place of worship or along those lines.
Who cares what's on the vehicle? It's your property.
No, dude. Listen to this man from Australia, because I was working with this man yesterday, okay? What I'm trying to say and what he's going to find it is they are establishing they are from another society. So the legal society cannot enjoin them in their rules, customs, practices, policies, and beliefs, or their codes, or their laws, or their rules. We are separate people. Yes, we have to occupy the same land in peace and harmony and tranquility and bear full liability for acts, but we don't have to abide by your rules.
I've got exactly what it was here. It was a sacred work. So artwork, rituals, lands are inalienable right for them. Things like they are painting art on their cars and using it as sacred property, just like in the Constitution or in Protestant religion, religious belief and ritual.
Mate, I can hear so much noise behind you, and it's you're really soft in your voice.
Okay, my apologies. Would you like me to speak up?
Well, well, it's hard. There's people talking in the background. Hear a female voice.
Yeah, what I'm basically trying to say to both of you guys. Let me try to get this. Maybe not crystal clear. Let me try it one more time.
Yeah, please.
What I'm trying to do is they're giving notice. Okay, notice. You see, we do it with paper, pen, and ink. They're doing it with chalk or koala blood on the side of their car, whatever. They're communicating a message to the other side, and an ability that they could convey that they understand. This is some sort of a symbol they're putting on. This is the hieroglyphics. We use A, B, C, D, F, G, and those are two of our hieroglyphics. It's a picture. the alphabet is a picture. It's hieroglyphics. It's an etching. It's no different than what they're doing. These symbols. That's what we use. With symbols, even though we're so much more educated and so much more enlightened, because we use A, B, C, D, F, G, and they make these squiggly lines. But it's the same damn thing. They're conveying a thought that yes, we are here on planet Earth just like you people are, and we wish to go from point A to point B like you people do. But don't think you're going to put your rules, your responsibilities, your hang-ups on us, because we believe that, it does not abide to it. You cannot, we do not have to subscribe to it to occupy the roadway just as you do. So what they're doing is, I'm trying to tell people all the time, which I would have told this guy once he establishes an understanding of what's going on, other than just listening to Karl, by listening to other people and reading code, and he'll see where the answer lies, that you have to communicate with the other side. If you don't want to be a legal person, fine. If you don't want to be bound by the legal codes and legal licensing, fine. Communicate with the other side in a form that both sides can understand that I'm just a man, and I wish to go from point A to point B. I do not wish to cause harm to any other man. I believe that, I will, cause, if I cause harm, that I've got the ability to right the wrong in which, I may, a cause to my fellow man. And not only do I believe that I can do that in such a manner, but I've got a bond posted, or I got insurance, that I got covered on this vehicle, because I believe that your main concern is that if I cause harm to an Australian citizen, that you're going to have to pick up the debt in which I can't cover. But believe me, I could cover the debt that I befalls upon any man by my actions and my inactions, by taking my property from point A to point B. If this is not, what you basically got to do in negotiations, what you're basically saying to them, if this is not acceptable to you, please, tell me what you accept. You see what I'm saying? You're basically saying, let's work this out. You worked it out with the Aboriginals by pointing the paintings. I'm sure you could work it out with me.
Well, what about, look, I having read all this, and you take particular, the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders do get, I wouldn't say necessarily advantages, but they do get particular kind of leeway in certain areas, right? Understandably. However, when I take a look at this, there almost is, the only avenue that I can see from here personally, unless I'm a Torres Strait Islander or Aboriginal, is to challenge the verdict or the charge and say, hey, look, the fact of the matter is, whatever, no matter what you think I've done, obviously, I haven't done any harm to anybody. The fact that you're taking my car and causing so much difficulty to get to work and whatever comes with it is unacceptable, right? So I'm just taking the path of thinking, I'll have to go to court, challenge it. In the meantime, I listen to what you say, and it seems to be, why don't you challenge it before it even gets there? But how do I tackle that, directly with the police station and the police officers? It's so hard to do, right? I mean, I'm going to say, I'm sure that there's a way to do it, so I'm getting there. But saying to them, hey, I'm just no different from Aboriginal, and I'm also sure this has been done before, it is going to be challenging, right?
Okay,
but,
what I'm basically trying to say is, before there is a problem, and a cop pulls you over, you just point to the symbol, like the Aborigines. They point to the symbol on the side of their door, and they say to the cop, "Oh, you must be new. You must not know what this squiggly line on my door means." Of course, I have no freaking idea. He'll say, "Well, you better call up your supervisor, or here's a piece of paper I carry with me, and we'll explain it to you all. Take it back to your squad car, or keep a copy, and it'll explain what the squiggly line on the side of my car is, and the government has no problem with me doing what I'm doing, because I've already settled this, because I knew I was running through a situation. So I knew that, I know when I walk out this door, get in my car, and I go down the road, and I got no tags, no license plates, nothing on my vehicle, I'm going to get stopped. So before I do that, I've got to communicate with the other side of what my intents are and why I'm doing what I'm doing." And I said, whatever the Aboriginals are doing, because I'm sure they're living under their own rules, their own codes, their own societal beliefs, I'm sure that the legal society cannot put them in jail, cannot take their cause, cannot do anything to them, but let them be as they wish to be.
Well, circumstances as they are now, right? So you're right. I mean, and having read and looked at a whole bunch of stuff since that period, and again, I'm only a freshman, I would say that, it makes a lot of sense to me. Is that an order? So on and so forth. Like I'm all for it. I'm printing T-shirts, but circumstances that are now, the vehicle has been impounded. Right? I didn't sign any documents allowing them to take the vehicle. Refused to give information. It pissed me right off, and I want to, do something now. Right? So that's what I'm at. Whether it be, going down this path, whatever.
Okay, I'm trying to think what you'd have equivalent in Australia compared to what we have here in the United States, like something called like risk management, like a finance department down there, and just basically showing them that you have a receipt or that you are the proper owner of that property that, wherever it's located in Australia, and you just wish the immediate return of your property, and that you believe that no man or woman or no person on planet Earth will ever come forward and claim that they have any interest in that property.
Would that be a letter from the person or the man that you actually bought the car off?
If you could find that, man, that's even better, man. Yeah, you could sign it.
I got one.
If you could make a statement saying that, yes, I sold this man I turned my property, I conveyed it to this man for this, for fair and just compensation. Don't say money, just say fair and just compensation. That I conveyed my property over this man for fair and just compensation, and I will testify in court that that's true. That's all you have to write. Nothing else. Don't bother mentioning it's a blue Subaru Outback, whatever you guys drive down there. On the wrong side of the road.
So wait,
the word property.
Huh? Yeah, the major word is property. Yeah. And that you are, that is that you are, that property is yours. You don't have to say anything fancy like I'm the titled whatever. I'm the owner. No, just say I'm a man. That's my property, and I will bring another man forth before the court to say that I, gave fair and just compensation in the conveyance of this property on April 9th, 1999. From Farmer Joe, and here's his affidavit to support that fact. Now, I require you to release my property, into my possession immediately. Have a blessed day. God save the koala or the queen, whatever you guys worship over there, and have a nice day.
Why are you looking into codes? I'm like, if it's just your property, why don't you actually say, well, that's my property, you have no right or claim to it. This is how I have proof of my property.
Because I got a gun pointed at your head. That's why.
Well, this is the thing, right? So you look. There was a Supreme Court ruling in Adelaide, I believe. They quote me this, and they said that this impounding vehicles was actually illegal, right?
Okay.
And they brought in the property. So that was 2012. Yet they're still doing it frivolously, taking people's cars randomly, taking just bullshit. It's disgusting.
Okay, well, it's because nobody's addressing the fact that I don't.
Yeah, that's right.
Because I don't have an effing car. I don't know what the hell an effing car is. Is that something I wear on top of my hat, or something after I yell after I step on a pile of kangaroo crap? I don't know what the hell a car is. Defined in their terms. What do they call a car? I don't have a clue because I don't speak legalese. Okay, when me and my friend says, hey, man, we're going to trade 12,000 roos, what does a 12,000 roo mean to you guys? It obviously means something different in Australia than it means to me over here in the United States. Okay? It's a totally different language. So when you come over here and we order up 12,000 roos, you're going to say, what? You're crazy. There's no way in the world you're going to get 12,000 roos in this car. Yes, I will. Watch. Oh, no way. Yes, way. So the same thing with a car. What do you mean by car? What are you talking about a car? I'm talking about a car. I'm talking about something that looks like this. Do you see something that looks like this laying around in a parking lot over there somewhere? In that fence? In the area? Yeah, that's my property. Oh, you mean your car? Car, sir, look, all I know is that's my property. Nobody's going to say, is it stolen property? No. Did anybody say it's stolen? No. Do you have any report that somebody else is claiming it's theirs? No. Is anybody else on planet? No. I'm the only man who's come forth to claim the property, right? The only reason why this government exists is to secure and protect the property of man until man comes forth to make the claim for the property? Yes, well, I'm the man who's coming forth to make the claim for the property. Release it immediately. Thank you very kindly. If you know, it's just real simple.
Right. Okay. No, that's
we're going to have to move on. We have a lot more people.
Okay. I was trying to hope to catch up with Felix, too, because Felix, for me, wrote a hell of a letter yesterday. And Felix was the one who was going to be sent to jail because he helped a man come into Australia by using his ID from Malaysia to be a software developer. And the man made a lot of money over there and did not pay any income taxes. So when he left to go back home, the real Felix was left holding the bag from the ATO and the Australian tax office over there. And he was looking at going to jail. And he was, that was some pretty serious stuff he did, getting the man over the country and the border. That's pretty crazy. But anyway, what we were very fortunate is that the lady basically communicated a threat. The lady just said, oh, do you want to be a smart guy about this? Do you want to take me to court? Do you want to take the ATO to court? Okay, when you take me to court, when you take us to court, and you're going to lose, and you will lose, not only are we going to do this, this, and this to you, put you in jail, we're going to also do this, this, and this to you. So you know what? You better settle with us now, or you're going to wish you did, when we're done with you. So that was just pure extortion. ATO Gambino lady, thank you very much for giving me proof of your attempt at extortion and communicating threats to me in the form of a written document. Thank you very much, and I'll be more than glad to entertain you in my court now, as I'm going to file a claim of extortion and communicating threats to your fellow man. Have a lovely, blessed day, and we'll see you in court real soon. And then he called me up in, I think it was January, February. He calls me up in January, February, and says, hey, Carl, I got a phone call from that lady today. I said, yeah, what does she want to talk to you about? Oh, she wanted me to sign a confirmation letter. And I told her, no way, I'm not signing anything with the government. I said, buddy, do you have any idea what a confirmation letter is? He goes, no. I said, you got to call her up on that phone immediately. What she wants to do is she wants to drop the case in its entirety, and she's just asking, are you okay that we don't want to prosecute you anymore? That's all she's saying. Will you please allow us to stop prosecuting you? He said, is that what she wants to do? I said, yes. She doesn't want to prosecute you no more. She wants it to go away. He says, oh, I thought she wanted me to confess to something. No, she realizes what she did. She realizes what you have the capacity to do to her as a fellow man by communicating threats to you in writing, by her own words, by her own hand, and she realizes, she asked somebody in the legal department, can he really do this? Did I really do that to him? And somebody legal said, oh, you better believe you just communicated a threat, and you better believe he could hold you liable. And she just wants to drop the case in entirety. Now, if I was you, I would sign it and walk away. If it was me, I'd say, oh, no, honey cakes, you're going to keep moving your case against me. You're going to keep doing it, and you're going to lose. And when you lose, not only when you're going to lose your case against me, I'm going to flip it on to the common law side, and I'm going to hold you liable. So you're going to wind up paying me big time, and your boss is going to pay me, and whoever runs this chicken Mickey Mouse outfit over here, they're going to pay me as well. So no, I wouldn't let her or the ATO drop the case against me. I don't give a damn right now if I owe a gazillion dollars in ATO back taxes, fine, and penalty. Ultimately, this woman committed a crime. I might just made a clerical error. I might have made a brief judgment of negligence. You know what? She communicated a threat and committed extortion on a common law side. Yes, I might have done something on a statutory side. You know what? Fine. The only problem is this is a common law land. And I guarantee she talked to somebody illegal, said, can he really take me to the common law side? Can he hold me liable as a woman communicating a threat to a man? And I guarantee they said, absolutely. And she said, oh, well, what do I do? It's like, you better make this guy just wish that he's glad that you leave him alone and we walk away from this one.
Can I just clarify? Sorry? So I need to actually write correspondence, a letter to the prosecutor, right? And make it really short. 3 sentences.
The way you write it is you write, Dear Bob, I believe you're the man whose acts, and you put acts in big words, okay, big capital S, acts as prosecutor for this matter, okay? So you're showing to him, you realize this is all just a big act.